Game over.
Game over, man. Game over. Fuck. What the fuck? Fuck. Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking. How did you two fucking fuck?
Settle this the old Navy way. First guy to die loses.
You wanna see my cracker?
Oh, dick.
Fuck off.
See my cracker again?
No.
See my cracker?
No.
Oh, come on, it'll keep your head from exploding.
Welcome. Whoa, hey, turn your volume up a little bit, asshole. Welcome, everybody. Oh my God, that's loose too.
Last time
Jesus.
I checked, we
What?
don't have a whole lot
What?
of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
That's 11 months of subscriptions from Cheeseburger Pie. Holy shit, man. The cheese. Where's the cowbell? You know, you have... Oh, it's over there. Oh, boy. Let's flip this over quick. Ah, there we go. We're back on the nighttime stream look, I guess. I'm not doing so well. Like, I'm all right, but I'm all right. But this morning I was trying to hurl. I think I commented on Aaron's show, and it was like some sort of weird, like, karmatic thing where, like, Aaron tells me, you know, go back to bed. You can take the morning off. And I'm like, I should do that, but I wasn't sleepy. And so I'm like, I'll stay up. And I made one comment to Aaron. I texted him, and it's like the universe was like, no, you're supposed to not be on the show today, asshole. And then it was just, oh. And then I was gone. So, we have a show prepped. We're going to do all the content we have prepped, hopefully. We have like 2 hours or so of content, a little more. And as things usually go with our show, that could last the whole show. We'll see how we do. I'm glad you're feeling in great fucking spirits, buddy. Good for you. Nothing like feeling like the world is ending in your intestines while you hump the shit out of a stuffed animal. Great. LOL's poor Johnny. I mean, 39 flipping months. What the fuck am I doing? I mean, yeah. 39 is a lot. It's certainly more than Cheeseburger Pie's 13 or 11. 11. Digger saying go Al. Al's actually over here. And I'm going to see if I can reach the cowbell. I did. Left arm is also feeling like shit. Not that that's anybody's problem, but let's go ahead and do this. I actually pulled or torqued muscles in my shoulder. Dry heaving. That's fun. The cat is getting laid. Good for him. No, actually, the cat was sitting right next to me demanding attention. That was the look at me, human. I'm right here, yowl. But again, cowbell for cheeseburger pie. Thank you for that. Everybody on Rumble, good to see you guys. YouTube is filling up, as is Twitch. Alcard, come on. I got all the stories loaded up, so we can just flat out do a show, or at least attempt to. Like I said, we'll go for a little while and do the content we have. I will be back tomorrow on Aaron's show. Hopefully he's got his things all figured out, and I should be good by then. I made sure to eat food, and I've got water. Just straight water.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Woot.
It's like he waited until after I was done ringing the bell. Interesting. Dick. All right, thank you very much for that. Let's get the cowbell here and ring that quick. Muting this and muting. Fuck, that defeats the purpose. You pulled the audio down. My internets are shit today. Hey man, that's the world. Let's go ahead and roll on cowbell for our buddy Lab Glass. 39 months. What the fuck? Lab Glass's cowbell. Heyo. Lexi saying, well, hello, Lexi. Welcome to the show. We're going for as long as we can. We have a lot of election stuff in the first hour, and maybe even some in the second hour.
We don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes the train, and here comes driver Ted too. Wah-hey! Here it comes, here it comes, here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
We've started Sam show. Less talky, more smoky. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right. Sloppy is banned. Thank you. 12 months. Subscribing to the channel. I have to roll on cowbell for you and then reload this thing. And hopefully that won't be a death sentence. Where's the cowbell? Cowbell. Here we go. Part one of this operation. Sloppy is banned. Getting cowbell. Here we go. Hey-o. Alrighty. About to throw down on a full pounder BLT. I'll be back, says Roots Calhoun. Will you enjoy your food, sir? Thank you for your time to this show. Sorry to interrupt your lunch break, I guess? I'm not sure. But we do have, and it's a hairy butt because it's mine. You keep
Cheer
saying
500.
that, and people are just going to expect like a quilt if they ever see you moon them. Like that's supposed to be fur on that burger. All right, anyways, thank you. Sloppy is banned for the 500 bits. That means we're through level 1 and on to level 2 in the hype train. Our goal is currently at, we've adjusted the show's pricing. It's now $65 a month instead of $50. And so we're doing great on that front. You guys are awesome. And we're still ahead to like the 28th. With $30 on the November 28th, and that date's probably moving forward another one because of Thanksgiving. We still haven't accommodated for that. So we still have to accommodate for Thanksgiving. So we might be back on the 29th after everything we've done anyway, just right back where we started. Holy fucking shit, you guys are awesome. So that's great. I can't get worked up like that. Start revving that engine, buddy, and you just, ooh, the tummy gets rumbly. I mean, we fucking anchored it down with some shit, but damn. All right. Getting cowbell giggity. Says Sam Show.
Survey said.
Fucking Jesus. Thank you for that sticker. Lab Glass, how did the B-Day stream go? The B-Day stream went very well. We had a good time. We hung out for a while. We had fun. We played a little bit of Helldivers. I don't know how people felt about that, but hey, it was a good time. I had fun. I think everyone else had fun. We certainly hung out for a good time. And then after that, I will admit, I continued drinking and did not go out like I planned to on my birthday, but the person and people that were going to go out with me didn't have the ability to. So I instead stayed home, hung out with my daughter for a bit, and then she went upstairs, and I returned to the sweet libation.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
Fucking Jesus, man. Oh, how does he pick them? All right, so... We're now 38% of the way through level 2 of a hype train. I've got all the first hour stories loaded, so you can't hold me up with that this time. Hobo chili recipe, the furniture in question does not have a gender. It is an inanimate object. That bit's not going anywhere. Oh, boy. I don't even have the strength to fight it. You know what I do have to do? Because we're at level 2 of a hype train. I have to freaking load this and do these shits out. Because we got to get that stuff taken care of. Or else I'll be goddamn fucking bamboozled. Oh, there's still a lot in there and deep in the piece. That's what she said. We'll link the PayPal, Venmo, and Streamlabs stuff in just a minute. Again, we have the show very, very well funded, so thank you for that. A quick little burn here.
Cheer 100. If it was female, it would be a futana.
I don't want you to think I'm rewarding that joke with this. This is required. Hobo chili recipe, not giving up on the bit. Okay, it birthday gifts, cake, hand job. How did it enjoy it? That's good. That is good. That is good. Sam Show, I hate that I laughed at that. Which one? Which one did you laugh at? Fuck whoever did that sticker. I hate you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was good. That was a good one. Okay. This thing's got to be cached. Happy late birthday, Johnny. Thank you for that. We appreciate all the birthday support, well wishes, awesome show support that we had. It was great. We had a fun time. We hung out for like 2 hours. And then, like I said, had a decent birthday. I also got several things from my daughter. One of which you can actually see right now on the screen, on the microphone. I mean, there's 4 of these buttons. I just put that one on there. I might change it out, though. I have 4. I could, like, switch it up, like, every day, like a new button. Or at least every once in a while, just put up a new button. So I have, like, 4 of them. But anyhow, I got, the buttons. I got some Deadpool stuff. My daughter has decided that I am Dadpool. As she says, she calls me Dadpool. And when she sees Deadpool, she calls him Dadpool and assumes that I am him. So I guess in the world of a 6-year-old, I'm a superhero. I win. Controlled burn number 1 or 2. We'll call it 1 because the other one was shitty. Jesus. All right. Hobo chili recipe. How dare you, sir? How dare you, sir? Possessed by the ghost of California Girl. So far as I know, California Girl is alive and well. I certainly hope so. I certainly hope she is alive and well and thriving. And secondly, don't be so hurtful. She was a very nice lady who just got a little overexcited, got a little attached, and had some connection issues. We'll call them that. I don't think there's any more soda left in there. Maybe smoking isn't the best idea, Johnny, says St. Caesar. Well, that's within reason. Marijuana actually usually is a anti-nausea. You usually are less inclined to smoke if you're not overdoing it anyways. And yeah, we'll take it easy. I hope she's meeting the boatman. She hurt you, and that won't stand. Now give me the goddamn... No, it's mine. And again, didn't hurt me. She didn't hurt me. That was that whole thing just was what it was. I'm sure she felt hurt by it. Certainly seemed upset. And, situation was what it was. We all made our mistakes in that one. I don't hold any grudges or bear any ill will towards her. She certainly didn't do anything to deserve that from me. And probably feels justifiably hurt from me. So whatever. New OnlyFans idea, Johnny. No. St. Caesar, no. And again, no. All right, we're going to go through this story quick just to catch up on some stuff from last week. This is an interesting story, to say the least. All right, let's read this. Some Canadian doctors are now regretting euthanizing patients just because they were poor, obese, or depressed. Canadian doctors are starting to regret euthanizing their non-terminally ill patients. Oh, boy. All right, so in an investigation by the Associated Press revealed internal data from the provincial government of Ontario showing doctors in online forums, both public and private, struggling with the country's expansion of its MAID medical assistance in dying program. Some of these doctors who shared their thoughts anonymously posted about their inner conflict with performing these procedures on patients who don't meet the traditional definition of terminally ill. Many physicians involved in assisted dying say the losing criteria is morally depressing. Oh, the loosening. God damn it, I can't read. The loosening criteria is morally depressing. Since Canada expanded its MAID laws in 2021 to include individuals with incurable but non-terminal illnesses, assisted deaths jumped by 30% in 2022. As a result, Canada has euthanized so many people that it outpaces every other nation in the world. Canada's just over there looking at Germany like, 6 million. Fuck you. Oh. Alrighty. Wait a minute. Where did you have my sword? What is it? Wait. Is anyone going to finish that joke? Is it the one that I think it is? Because the way I know that joke goes, a man goes up to, comes into a tavern and says, help, they've killed my brother. And so the warrior stands and says, you will have my sword. And the dwarf stands and says, and my axe. And the necromancer stands and says, and your brother. I love that joke. It's the best ever. But I mean, you have to be a real nerd for that one. I'm sorry. Maids killed more Canadians since 2019 than died in World War II. Right. I'm sure that's totally true. More than the people that have died in World War II or just Canadians? My God, you're a nerd, says Sam Show. I know, right? That joke's hilarious. That joke is fucking awesome. I love that joke. The necromancer stands and says, and your brother. I mean, who doesn't love that? It's a good riff. It's nice. It's a little twist. Yeah, there we go. Breaking news. Twiggity, the water skiing squirrel, canceled all performance in New York and has gone into hiding from the squirrel murdering government unless Useless functionary. Okay. Thank you for that update, Wild Saffron. Rumble chat was hiding behind Discord. You've got too many windows open. Must be getting cold in your computer. All right, so we have Nazis did that. Canadians have no balls. All right. Useless functionary. Yeah, that's what I think they said. I had to find the salute for you. I couldn't do the 07 right. Oh, yeah, well, it's all good. Hot Wieners here. Get your hot... Okay. I think we've caught up with the chat and we're good on that whole filtering in thing. All right, let's get back to this. Again, thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. So the investigation, some doctors, many physicians insisted dying. We already covered all that. The AP investigation reported on several online posts written by doctors about their guilt of killing or helping patients die. These cases included a homeless man who didn't want long-term care, a woman with severe obesity, an injured worker barely getting by on government aid, and grieving new widows. How old were the new widows? Like, if they're just grieving new widows, like, I mean, send me a picture. Let's see what we can do. You shameless whore. Anyhow, so yeah, grieving new widows, that one sucks. Like, that one I feel weird about, because that's one where I'm like, Jay brought even better. What do you mean even better? You better, actually, I don't want to say no, Sam Show, definitely not, no, definitely not, no, Sam Show, no. So, oh, hobo chili recipe. I need to stop reading the chat. Why do I keep it on the screen? Mr. Motherfucker, what now? What do you mean, what now? What now is a show now? Now? Maybe now. All right, so the investigation reported several. Each case has stirred up private debates among doctors and nurses who find themselves wrestling with the ethics of one of the world's most lenient euthanasia laws. Another recent report by the National Post highlights what should be obvious misuse of MAID. Involves a man in his 40s with a history of mental illness who chose assisted death due to his physical decline, which he attributed to post-COVID-19 vaccination syndrome. And no, there is no such thing as post-vaccine syndrome, listed in Canada's vaccine reporting system for adverse events. The term is controversial, and specialists couldn't agree on a diagnosis, raising doubts about whether his condition met the irredeemable standard. But they killed him anyway. Aww. And when Canada first legalized assisted dying in 2016, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau promised safeguards to protect vulnerable people from choosing euthanasia just because you're not getting the support and care you actually need. And now those most vulnerable people are the ones using the program. Oh. One of the private forums showed a physician saying, I don't want euthanasia to become the solution to every kind of suffering out there. Well, I mean, I feel like some of the people who pick it, maybe. Jay brought Aaron's not around. You can read the chat anytime you want. Yeah, I can, but like you guys get weird. And it's like, so going to the chat's like, let's get weird. And I'm like, but is now the time? How much again, you're asking the wrong person. Wow, Johnny, the body isn't even cold and her love pocket isn't completely empty. What the heck are you talking about, Saint RN? I aren't supposed to make major decisions for 1 year after your spouse dies, says SH. So you're saying women aren't? Is that what you mean by I aren't? So, like, the husband can make major decisions, but, like, if you lose your husband, you got to sit on it for a year. That makes sense. That adds up. That tracks. Such a dick. Hobo chili recipe. Love pocket sounds yummy. Can I make a chicken pita out of it? Oh, love pocket. All right, that was gay. Let's go ahead and clear that out. And by that, I mean the story, not, well, the love pocket too, I guess. A clean love pocket is a good love pocket. You, autocorrect is an ass-eating liar. Well, I mean, now you're making me want to hate it and love it at the same time. On the one hand, I despise liars. One, because I'm a horrible liar, so it's partial jealousy. Two, and this is the most part. Wait, so it's eating ass? Like, I got a hard time. Like, if you're willing to go that route, like, don't eat mine. It'd be gross. The worst thing I'm worried about is if someone ate my ass, I might enjoy it. Like, that's my biggest concern. Like, what if I like it? You know, dogs are into it. Apparently, there's something to be. No NyQuil, you know? No drugs, no nothing to deal with the cold. We had what, like 2 controlled burns? That's it. Sam Show. Why, Johnny? Why? Why not? Last love pocket I ate was a tad. Oh, Jay, brah. There's no reason to share that. Thank you, Jay, bro. All right. So let's get to this story that, in my opinion, should have the world by storm. Beloved Asian elephant Kamala has been euthanized after failing health. Again, Kamala, the Ugandan giant Asian elephant, has been euthanized. I know some of you were hopeful when you saw the title about they got Kamala. I know. I know. What was it? Saint Caesar said in the chat something about like she's not in jail. Like, oh, no. The Kamala, the Ugandan giant Asian elephant. So yes, Kamala the elephant. Long live Kamala the elephant's memory. They said Kamala's health was failing, so they gave her favorite last meal, which was word salad, and because it's an elephant, you know, she likes vegetables. So she enjoyed a healthy word salad, and then she was reported as saying, because, you know, elephants never forget, as she was passing away, well, we all know my record, okay? I've been an elephant in this zoo for years, okay? Digger, wait, there really was an elephant named Kamala, LMAO, I can't tell with you. Yes, there really was an elephant named Kamala at the the Smithsonian Zoo. The Smithsonian National Zoo and Conservation Biology Institute community is mourning the loss of Kamala, beloved member of its Asian elephant herd and an ambassador for her species. After a decade of managing and treating Kamala's osteoarthritis, animal care staff recently noted her physical condition had irreversibly declined. They elected to humanely euthanize her on November 1st. Born in the wild, Kamala was estimated to be around 50 years old, which is considered advanced age for this species. Like many aging animals, Kamala had osteoarthritis, a degenerative disease affecting joint cartilage and the underlying bone with associated pain and stiffness. So, again, Kamala the elephant. Douglas W. The elephant that sucked her way to the top. That is a vicious rumor, sir, and I will have nothing to do in spreading it. We have no way of knowing whether or not that's true. And I can't stop focusing on the scar on my face. Oh, what happens when you have like a zit and you like futz with it when you're half awake, half asleep? That's what happens. All right, born in the wild to a middle-class elephant herd. SH, myself, and J-Bra represent the Ministry of Love in the Aristococks. We are what you call fixers. Douglas W. Chicks love scars, Johnny. Well, actually, that's funny. The reason this is such a pain in the ass is because the area that's having issues, fucking scar. Huge scar on my eyebrow. Just pain in the ass. A huge pain and by ass, I mean my forehead. I think he's saying he has a butt face. All right, so again, breaking news. After an incredible tenure in her position, we regret to inform you, Kamala, the elephant, has died. Kamala, the elephant, has died. A sad day for the nation. You know what is kind of sad is, like, you know, people might actually give a shit about this fucking elephant, right? Like, people might care about the elephant. And instead, we're going to be making jokes on this show and everywhere else. People are just going to use it. Kamala's dead. Like, oh, man, why? Why? Kamala's husband had a good line the other day at one of her rallies where he said, Kamala puts her head down and gets the job done. It was funny. Thank you for that, Mr. Q. Thank you for that amazing story. Fallen Grade, Johnny, have you tried cow pussy? It tastes a little funny. Ugh. Fallen Great, now you're saying clown pussy. No, you can't walk it back from bestiality, Fallen the Great. I read the first one, so you don't get to like retroactively be like, oh, wait, I meant this. No. You sent that. You sent that. And now none of us will be the same. We are forever changed. All right. We have a show to do, god damn it, or at least one to try to do. I'm not going to lie, I would bang... What? I would bang the United Colors of Bennett. All right. Benetton. Okay. He doesn't have to walk it back. They can both stand. Answer both questions, says Sam Show. Agreed. Wait, no. Cheeseburger Pie apparently knows. Does Clown Puss... Oh. Not at the same time. Now we got wow, people. Good. We're trying to do a show. How does that help public discourse on this incredibly small program? Oh, I just closed 2 windows. That's what she said. All right, we have a lot of people in here for getting this show going like we did. Nice to see all of you. Numbers are still a little down. That's almost worrisome. Where are what was it? Oh yeah, that was the one we were gonna. Sorry, I just booped everybody. That was the one we were gonna do that we didn't get to. Let's move that over here. And we'll do this one really, really quick. So I love that I'm about to read this story because I expected it to be the other way. People have been saying, you know, that Donald Trump won't accept defeat and that his supporters won't accept defeat and blah, blah, blah. There'll be like a riot. There'll be riots in the streets, blood, massacres, cats, dogs living together. You know, mass hysteria. Name that reference. All right, so when I read this headline and I clicked it to follow the story, I expected it to take me down a different rabbit hole than the one it did. But the one it did led me to the bit we're going to play for you now about Portland. I take you now to how Portland is preparing for their elections. They're boarding up the place.
City of Portland is slowly preparing for election night.
So again, yeah, let's worry about the Republicans and Donald Trump losing. Lexi, quit touching your face. It'll never heal if you don't knock it off, Johnny. P.S. Get well soon. There's like a scar here, like stitched skin, healed, huge, massive cut through my scar, and because of that, like it drives me nuts. I'm sorry. You're right, and I'm a dick. Monster Mash. Oh no, not Portland. My point is, something tells me Portland's very worried that Donald Trump is going to win. I don't feel like Portland but then again, maybe they would no matter who wins. But either way, I really don't feel like people are going to take to the streets because, oh no, Kamala Harris is in charge in Portland. I really don't feel like that's a up in arms, burn this mother down kind of situation. But I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I mean, I guess I am wrong. All right, more D.C. businesses being boarded up due to nervousness about the election. Okay, D.C., Los Angeles, California, Washington, D.C. gears up for possible election chaos. Metal fencing around VP's home and businesses boarded up. Again, these are all liberal areas. Where's the... Chicago businesses prepare for mass gathering of Democrats by boarding up stores. Where's the actual, like, communities of Republicans? All these pictures were taken during the riots across the country during Trump's inauguration. Oh, what? These are actual? I thought these were AI. Holy shit. So these are actual 2016 pictures. Okay. So, yeah. Huh. Ain't that a thing? Does that mean Trump won, says PreyX12. No, it means that people are very worried what the right will do, supposedly. You know, we keep hearing the stories from CNN and everyone else about the dangerous conservatives and their dangerous conspiracy theories and how they won't accept the Trump defeat and blah, 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 blah. But in the actual, in the havens of democracy, that is the liberal places of California, D.C., Chicago, just all these hugely Republican areas. Turns out they're ready for mass riots. California didn't even take this action when they were when the Dodgers were closing in on the World Series, and God knows they wish they had. The left have all the crisis actors. Yep. At the very least, they've got some very, very insane crisis actors to be worried about. So yeah, all right. In our ongoing dick smacking election coverage. Oh, I want January 6th every year. Why would you want January 6th every year? I don't want January 6th every year. January 6th was the government convincing a bunch of stupid people. Not even a bunch of stupid people. Because I will say this, while they probably weren't the most intelligent to do all of that, a mob mentality, like you can get washed into it. You can get sucked into it. So I want you every year, says Douglas W. Well, you lead the charge, Douglas. You do it. I'm not gonna. You do it. Again, you guys, that's on you. I have nothing to do with this. I want nothing to do with it. It was fun to watch. Well, if you're not going to participate, then don't demand. Like as I've said to people, I don't personally, it's a me thing. I don't care for people who dictate from the sidelines. That's why I love Donald Trump's thing about Liz Cheney. Like, let's see how many of these wars she supports if she has to go fight in some of them. And immediately people want to defend Liz Cheney. I'm like, no. I like this idea. Let's keep pulling at this thread and see where it leads. At any rate, we covered Will Ferrell recently doing election stuff because for some fucking reason, and I don't know why, everyone has to weigh in on this election. Everyone must stand for someone, or you stand for no one. Like, I don't give a shit, really. It should be like Halloween. It's just to scare the shit out of the suits, says Sam Show. Yeah, but then the suits turn around and then arrest a lot of people. And a lot of the people responsible for egging those people arrested into it didn't get held accountable, i.e., I don't know, Ray Epps. Was it Epps? Yeah, I think it was Epps. J6 was all ABC agents, asked Bake Alaska. No, it wasn't. It wasn't all ABC agents. It was a shit ton of them. Just enough to lead the pack to get other people in it. All right, so let's go to, as I was saying, Will Ferrell. God damn, I can't keep myself together today. We're going to go and do a show as long as we can. And when we get done with our first hour stories content, we'll go through the second hour stuff. And after we run out of that, I think I have one other thing. And we'll do that for fun. Aw, no egg chair, says Doom. Dude, the egg chair is a massive pain in the ass to move in and out of here. And yeah, no egg chair. It's gonna be, I don't know how long until we get the egg chair back in here. I have to tighten the base more, and hopefully that'll help it. But even so, it's just, I don't know if this part has come across. I am a fucking cripple whose ability to walk is diminishing. Did Will Ferrell go to Georgia again? I don't know about that. But Will Ferrell, just leave the egg chair in the room forever. But then I can't use the desk. You don't understand what you're asking. All right, so and it's not like it's not in the room. It's just not in the camera angle. I can't, whatever. You know what? It's my show. I'll do it. You don't worry about it. So Will Ferrell did that on the street thing that I fucking hated. Well, apparently he wasn't done carrying water for the Harris Walls campaign. He now releases a political ad for Harris, and I'm sure we won't have a...
This is an ad that Will Ferrell cut for Kamala Harris.
All right, here we go. Interesting how she just did doesn't seem like... All right, okay, let's... Didn't really... Huh.
This is an ad that Will Ferrell cut for Kamala Harris. Let's take a look.
Oh, never she's smiling.
This election is going to be one of the closest in history. Your vote will make the difference. That means you, Gary. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm just one person. No. Shut the up, Gary. Last time, only a few thousand votes kept Trump out of office. And this time, we will hold you personally responsible, Gary.
Last time, only a few thousand votes kept Trump out of office, which is really weird because in a lot of those places where those few thousand votes suddenly showed up in the middle of the night, people wanted to contest them and they weren't even allowed to be heard. The contentions weren't even discussed. They were dismissed outright. Weird. Really weird. Again, why are you going after Gary? Like, I know Gary. Gary's a dick, right? Look. If you're asking me if I think Gary deserves some ire, probably. But I stand firm by this. I don't know why you're singling out Gary. Gary didn't ask for this. 0 people are voting this time. God, Will Ferrell turned into a prick. Kind of. This is just a dick ad.
Matt, what do you think?
I thought it was actually pretty funny.
I thought it was actually pretty funny. I look like an uncircumcised penis. Actually, I take that back. I look like a fully circumcised penis with some sort of weird skin infection. But at any rate, I really like that because I am a chud. Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? That wasn't just the whole Gary. Like, that wasn't even Gary. Every Gary I know has tried to touch my butthole, and that was in the Army. You know, real battle buddies, says Hobo Chili Recipe. Well, sometimes in a foxhole, you got to take the love you can get. You know what I mean? I have no idea. I have served 0 days in my life. The closest I come to military service is I call my brother who's in the military. That's the best I can do, is I can just go, look, that guy. And my grandpa before him. Like, that's it. That's all I've got. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't. Uncle Sam doesn't like cripples. It's not my fault. I actually agree with him on this. Cripples suck. So he shouldn't like cripples. Oh, man. I have a completely unrelated story now because I said that with this. Let's finish this fucking clip and watch these assholes suck Will Ferrell's dick for that horrible commercial.
I thought it was a much improved than him and Billy Eichner did like something, a man on the street thing. I thought was like very weird.
Very weird. It was what Billy Eichner did for his whole goddamn career. Man on the street. Billy Eichner will be someone who just walks around with a microphone for the rest of his life until he's not on TV anymore. When he's not on TV, when he is. That's the difference with Billy Eichner. The microphone's not connected. That's it. Jay Brother, I don't in the foxhole. I learned that saving Ryan's privates. Man on the street, LOL. Yeah, all right, fair point. But my point is still that that's his whole. Is this weird thing? No, it wasn't weird. It was the thing he does. Yucko the clown does the same thing. Yeah, and that's again who Billy Eichner is.
That was actually funny. I thought that was pretty good.
It also sort of reminds me of what Trump has been saying in some of his rallies. Yes. Where he's like, you know, you have to get not Gary, but he's like, you have to get him off the couch.
So again, you guys are praising this because he's doing things that remind you of Donald Trump. Oh my God. Then just vote for Trump if you want Trump so bad. We want people to do Trump stuff. We want a candidate that's going to do Trump policies. But we don't want Donald Trump. Why? Well, because that's Donald Trump. Douglas W. Gary is gay. I have no idea. I worked for Gary for a while, and I have no idea. It's not my business. Who and what he fucks is his business. It's not mine. I'm not involved. I don't want to be involved. All right, so let's close that out. Oh, yeah, the cripple thing. So, I watched that, what is it, Life of, or whatever, revealing, like, I don't know, the Iblin thing, the documentary on Netflix. I watched that, and, I'm probably going to go to hell for the jokes I was making during it. One of the people I play WoW with was sitting with me while I was watching it, and so I kept making horrible jokes. One, I was like, they were talking about him playing in an RP server, and I'm just like, all right, this isn't realistic. You're not, like, I get it, you're trying to make it, like, realistic, like his experiences in WoW, but if he's sitting there playing in an RP server, and he's hanging out by a lake with someone else, just having a good time, and nobody runs by and screams, "Third!" Like, that's, like, if you don't get that, then that's not real. That's not really how it went down. And so I had that whole thing, and then I kept making jokes about, oh, F him, he's playing Alliance, and other stuff, and I really lost my shit on that a couple of times, making some very inappropriate jokes. They covered some times when he kind of had some interesting stuff happening and how he behaved with people, and it was less than flattering to him, and I was like, oh yeah, he's a cripple. King Kong Dong saying, Johnny, I'm going to get you a squirrel. Why do we want me to have a squirrel? What am I going to do with a squirrel? I have no idea what I'm going to do with a squirrel. Gary killed Ace due to their ambiguously gaydom. I'm jealous, says Labglass. Oh, no. Ambiguously gay duo. Back in the day. When SNL had balls. And a dick. R.I.P. Peanut. Yes, Peanut will never be forgotten. I didn't even know who he was until this whole thing happened. Now I'll never forget. No, they're all Googling Gary. Maybe they are. Who knows? The shadow knows. We have 10 minutes left, a couple of stories left to cover for the first hour, and then we have stuff for the second hour. I'm riding the waves of feeling better, but not. Like, I'm pushing myself through doing a show, and it's going, but damn. All right, so let's because we absolutely don't deserve it, I'm gonna link all my PayPal support stuff for people to support the show. And then we're going to continue doing a show for as long as we can. Bam. And then we'll pin that. Pin it. I feel like crap today also. Well, I was, like I said, I was feeling all right. And then I had the audacity to, uh-oh. All right. Let's get rid of that word. I don't know why that. Okay. I could have swore we were fine there before, but there we go. Pin that message, and then one more. One more time for all the people in the cheap seats. And pin it. It's been pinned. There we go. All right, so there's the ways to do those things for that. But yeah, so we're going to go for hopefully like another hour or so at least, and we'll see where we land on all that. Isn't Gary SpongeBob's pet snail? Will needs to get bikini. Eugene Stoner, alcohol is helping, though. Took some vitamin D. All right. I'm not going to do alcohol, but good for you. Let's keep going. Trash Panda Fred will not be forgotten. Yeah, dude, Fred was the hero of that whole thing. Outshined by Peanut yet again. Yet again. All right, so what was this one? Oh, yeah. The election is getting pretty serious. The New Era Baptist Church. I gotta commend these guys. They've had some very interesting signs. Over the last, I don't know how many years, Jesus. But at any rate, the New Era Baptist Church has been doing, putting up signs like, attention to all blacks who plan to vote for Trump. You are an ignorant, stupid. Oh, no, disavow. You can't say that. People in my chat would say that I would disavow. Oh, my God. Here's some of the other ones. Apparently, black folks need to stay out of white churches. Well, on that we can agree for different reasons. No idea. I don't go into white or black churches. I don't see color. I just see religion. I go, maybe not for me. Warning Americans, a vote for Trump will put black folks back to picking cotton. Really? Oh, my God, these are offensive. You guys are allowed to do this? Okay. All right. New Era Baptist Church. Who does this message help? Rape a white woman, you will die in prison. I should feel like committing an R word in general is a die in prison offense, but are you asking people to? Or are you saying warning if you do? So you're saying it's fair game on everyone else? I don't get it. What is it? What's the What's the specific aim here? What's the aim here? Jesus Christ, you guys. No, like literally, he does not like what you're doing. Oh. Okay. Wow. All right. So, a black vote for Trump is mental illness. Well, after the last one that we saw there, I feel like that's not it's not as bad. I kind of feel like after the R word one, I feel like all the other signs after the R word one just don't mean as much. You know, everything we covered before that and the one we found after, not really as big a deal. Why? Well, I don't know. They kind of just like, one, AI strikes again. What, are those fake? Are those fake? I didn't know that. Are those fake? Because I got this from a news story. So if those are fake, I apologize. I didn't know. I didn't know. You honestly believe that's real? I'm willing to believe the source that told me about it, the news source. I'm willing to believe that those signs were put up because that news source said it, but my belief over whether or not it's real means absolutely nothing. Hence why I was willing to criticize my own belief the minute you said it wasn't. Because again, you have about as much validity as that news source to me, if that helps them or you any. Like, fun fact, Peanuts hot tub stream had 5,000 live viewers. Holy shit, Pool Scam Sam. What was it called? Salty Nuts? I have no idea. Oh, wow. Now we're talking about laundry, and I can't get into that, all right? That load is too heavy for me. Giggity. All right, so we have another story to do that right under it depends on the news source, but I'm betting on it's edited. I mean, the idea was that the pictures were AI generated. And like I said, maybe. I hate to nitpick, but can it be only violent felons? Wow. What if you had a really dense nut? See, this is why I can't go with the chat, especially now. I'm hold it together, man. Hold it together. We're going to land this bird soon. All right. So, I've seen this bit done before in various ways. One of the most fun ones that I last saw was in, I think in, New Zealand, where a lot of people were pushing for native rights or some shit like that. At any rate, so the idea is that, and again, this bit's been done before, so it's not new and original, but it is funny. These dudes dressed up as Kamala campaigners and asked voters of hers if they would house some immigrants. You know, the people saying that we need to be more accepting and all that. They're asked to put their money where their mouth is, and in the way of most of these bits, it goes how you'd expect it to. It also, I feel like, is probably a work where they specifically aimed for people to be like this. But at any rate, we'll go over to this. Boiled peanuts are tasty. What too soon?
I work for Kamala's campaign, and now I'm gonna deliver immigrants to her supporters.
No!
voting for you. Don't worry.
Are you?
Of course.
We do have a surprise, if that's okay, just real fast.
You have a surprise?
We're looking for a place for them to stay. They just came across. They'll sleep on floors. I mean, they're not picky, you know.
We have like a 2-year-old, so
Hector's good with kids.
sorry, we just can't.
Could they just like sleep on your lawn?
They need a place to stay. They just came across.
My teenagers live with me.
Oh, that's fine. Hector, he was dating a teenager like a little bit ago, so
Okay.
they just came across. They don't have papers. You're in support of like the whole border situation, and we're just trying to get them a floor to sleep on.
We're a house of COVID.
You guys want COVID? They said they could survive it.
We work with her, so we know how to say her name.
Earlier you said Kamala. The way she pronounces her name is Kamala. You don't work with her either.
See that car? We have 3 dudes who just came across the border. We're trying to find them a home.
Find them a home.
Just say I'm voting for Donald Trump without saying it, okay?
That's a wrong attitude, mister. I said my vote is private.
So you're voting Kamala?
No. You said it again.
Oh wow, they're getting found out by the name thing. But LML Hector is good with teenagers. Yeah, the teenagers one. Oh, Hector was dating a teenager a while ago, so he's good with teenagers. Oh, that Hector, man, he's great with kids. Don't Oh boy. So as we saw there, other than the 2 ladies, or at least the one lady smart enough to catch him on it, everybody else just like, oh yeah, we're so supportive of the Democrats, but we can't no, we can't have again, it's the not in my backyard people, the people that want a policy to be enforced, but they don't want to carry the water. Like, this is always the thing I say with the people who are like, oh well, we should house, or illegal immigrants deserve a chance at freedom and safety and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, all right, so let them live with you. I don't want them living with me. So yes, it was very good. We have what am I doing? I don't know. We have like an hour left in the show. I've got to load my second hour stories. That was all of our first hour ones. Jesus Christ, it's getting rough on me. They are softer than roasted and don't need salt to taste good. Oh, boiled peanuts? Yeah, but what do you do about the fur? That's my question. What do you do about the fur? After you take peanut and you boil him, what do you do about the fur? See, I took a peanuts, Joe, and I took, because now you're boiling it. Squirrels. All right. All right. I don't know what that's about. We're not going to worry about that. Let's mute the audio for Twitch for just a second while we pull up our second hour stories. We do still have some election stuff. We have news on the Daniel Penny trial. We have some interesting things about the Arizona Attorney General. Boeing has a new CEO, and apparently the new CEO has found the problem at Boeing, and they're going into it hardcore. So we have that. We have a goofy video to end everything with, to maybe just be something funny that people can just, laugh at. So we'll try that. Roots is our brother, and we only can make fun of him saying that he's a homosexual. Well, I mean, I don't know how outing a guy is making fun of him, but if you want to do that, that's up to you. I don't support it. You do you. Jesus, Mr. Q. Now you're taking it too serious and you're making the whole thing go bad. Jesus, hobo chili recipe. Short show today, says Carlos Ramirez. Unfortunately, because I'm not feeling the greatest. Yeah, just like we're going through, we're doing the show. We tried prepping it as best we could. It's been an uphill battle. I'll be better by tomorrow. I've been up and down, up, down, up, down. Been going through that all day. We're gonna be okay. But yeah, it's just it's been a rough one. So There we go. Jesus, Roots. Jesus. All right. Let's just, Jesus, man. Downhill is easiest for you. Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. We'll try this one more time. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our second hour stories, the stuff we're going to cover for the second hour. We're going to go through this, and depending on how all that goes, we might make it to overtime-ish like time frame or not. I don't know. And we'll just do a show as long as we can. What the heck is this? Why is that on there? I don't want that in there. All right, so again, thank you for watching. Holy crap, there's a lot of people here right now. That is amazing. Amazing. Thank you for joining us. We're over 100. Hey. Between all three. All right, Cardi B. Look, I don't care for Cardi B for the most part. And I don't care if you want to support Kamala Harris, but at least think about what you're going to say. I hate to say this, but literally the people who are supporting Harris just because they're voting on the whole women's rights issue, I feel like are at least smarter or more informed than this. And the worst part is your shining endorsement is being read from a cell phone. You couldn't memorize your words. It's a 46-second clip, so I have doubts that we're going to have a long, drawn-out speech. Let's hear from the poet laureate, Cardi B.
I believe in every word that comes out of her mouth. She's passionate. She's compassionate.
And she's got that wet-ass pussy. I'm sorry. I can't. Look, I'm not saying you can't have opinions. I'm just saying you are literally not the person to speak on any social issue, just because, again, your achievements are rapping about your sexual prowess and your extremely hydrated vagina. So it's just, in my opinion, and it is just my opinion, but I'm not on a stage sharing it. You shouldn't be sharing yours beyond, say, Snapchat. Look, if you want to post on your Instagram one of your I'm in bed and I had a thought thing, like, go for it. But this seems a bit much. Also, is it weird that I don't think that's your real hair? I question that.
She shows empathy, and most of all, she is not delusional. Yeah.
Yeah, she is not delusional. Yeah, because I said so. You know who you need when you want someone to validate your mental health. You want Cardi B to come in and tell you she's not delusional, and especially your messenger should follow that up with nothing that makes them look like an utter tard.
Yeah. Kamala recognized that this country is at risk, that the economy needs to get stronger, that the cost of food and the cost of living is too high. Damn, it's even high for me.
Right. And she will do something about it, as opposed to the people who are in office right now. What? What's you talk about, y'all? Roots Calhoun, I wish I had gotten the Gays for Trump hoodie. Nobody can see the shirt because it's been cold. I mean, that makes it extra gay because I'm wearing it only for myself. Douglas W. Build back better and shit. So the cost of living and the cost of food is too damn high. It's getting high for me, y'all. I can't afford this shit. Better not, we don't want 4 more years of this.
I believe her when she says, under her, buying eggs and milk won't break the bank. Because she's going to pass a ban on price gouging on groceries.
Oh, my God. So you're so fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, so you are so dumb that you are viewing the corporations as being greedy and not the... Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. And again, I don't know if you guys know this or not. You reading this from a phone really doesn't help. And for some reason, and maybe it's just my hang-up, but the fingernails make it worse. The fingernails make it worse. The fucking stripper nails, no. Oh. I don't think she can dance right now. Isn't she pregnant? I don't know. But, so again, all the inflation that happened under Harris and Biden, you're going to vote for her because she's going to make the corporations stop price gouging. Because you have how much proof that that's true? Okay. SpongeBob polishes his fingernails. I have no idea what that means. One of her economic teachers posted on Twitter saying she was her best student and how smart she was. Jesus, hobo chili recipe. That inflation was transitory, Johnny. Well, someone needs to tell that to the inflation because it hasn't gone anywhere. It stopped growing, and that's like, hey, guys, we defeated inflation. No, things didn't come down. They just stopped going up. That's not defeating inflation. That's called putting an end to the rise. It still hurts. It still hurts, Mommy. Oh. Angry Saxon saying, wet ass pussy has done nothing but cost me more money. Jesus, Roots. At any rate, we have a show going for, I think, like another hour or so. We'll see. We have content to cover. I'd hate to see the rest of the fucking class as dive bar. Yeah, dude, if that's your smartest student, oh boy. Look, like, this is the thing that bothers me with the whole price gouging argument. The price gouging argument makes sense if certain items just suddenly went up for no reason. If things just kept going up for no reason. Or if things went up and never came down. But, things got easier and the economy got better. And while we're being told the economy is better, I don't know that gas necessarily has come down so much that the cost of shipping goods has immediately come down. Those changes won't be immediate. And the government loves to lower the price of gas in the weeks leading up to the election, but they can't hold that long term. Guess what's going to shoot right back up after the election? The price of fucking gas. What's wrong with, she's not, oh, wow. Wow. Biden says the economy is great. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, and Biden wouldn't get anything wrong. Of course Biden thinks the economy is great. He's still reaping his dividends from his whole little shell game thing he's got going with Ukraine. And he's got to make all of that money as fast as possible because now he's on a time limit. All right, so Daniel Perry, this is a story I wanted to cover. If you haven't been paying attention, or if you don't know what we're talking about, or you need a refresher, well, we got you covered. Daniel Perry is the Marine, I believe, Marine veteran. But anyhow, Daniel Perry, veteran, I believe Marine, he is facing manslaughter charges and criminally negligent homicide for the 2023 death of a homeless man, Jordan Neely, who was threatening to kill passengers on a New York City subway. So this story's been covered a lot, and now we have some body cam footage that shows that that Neely was still alive when cops showed up, but the cops did not do everything possible to save Neely. So now it's seeming very much like Neely Jordan Neely's life was lost because of, again, the institution and the system that's actually trying to go after our good buddy, is trying to go after Daniel Penny. Let's go to the body cam footage. Let's do this. And let's do that. And hit it with a head.
You got a pose?
Hi, can you guys get up?
You got a pose or no? Yeah, I feel a pose. You feel a pose?
So yeah, does he have a pulse? And he just shook his head. Yeah, I feel a pulse. So these guys here right now are saying he has a pulse.
Keep breathing, right?
Tight on the wrist. Tight on the wrist. This way.
You got a pose. You got a pose. You breathing? Nah, I feel a pose.
All right, so we have 3 different people saying they feel a pulse. It kind of looks like he's breathing.
Yo, oh man.
But they did not give him mouth-to-mouth respiratory resuscitation or anything like that.
Stay with me.
He's breathing, relax.
He is breathing. He ain't breathing. He is breathing. It's weird. One thing I can say is with these 4 fuckers standing around him, Daniel Penny sure as shit ain't here, and whether or not he's alive is very much in question. Why are we holding Daniel Penny account for anything? He literally stopped a violent person threatening other people on a public fucking subway.
Train, how about you get off the train? Yo, my man. Yo.
All right, now why is there a puddle there? That looks like he drooled or vomited. Yeah, that looks like he vomited.
You got a pulse. How you gonna do you got a pulse? How you listening to the people?
He's got a pulse. I told you he's got a pulse. Why are you listening to the people? Rusty Grammar. Gas is basically the same as it was the last few years, way too fucking high. Right, but it was a lot higher until the election came around, and then they dropped it down. And a lot of liberal news sources were very quick to jump on the story of gas prices are lower, the great barometer of the economy, how much and how expensive things are. Look at the gas prices dropping. Ooh, the economy's better. And then people like me read that and go, yes, the gas prices are dropping right before the election. Let me know where they're at a week or 2 after the election. That's when it'll be really, oh my God, weird if they suddenly shoot back up again. Especially if Donald Trump wins the election. I'm sure they'll shoot back up and we'll hear, as soon as the world hears Trump's elected, prices go back up. It's a sign of people being worried about the economy, being like, the gangbuster economy? Right. Don't let the sun set on your ass here. And yeehaw. Thank you for the 373. I don't know what that's about. Thank you, Roots. Green New Deal, Johnny. I found more gift cards taking out my winter jacket. Well, that's cool. Nice. That's good for you. Was it piss? No, it was not piss. It was where his mouth was. So I'm guessing vomit. I'm guessing vomit, not urine. Did he choke on his vomit? That's like seems to be the theory because when asked why not providing any resuscitation, police chose not to do mouth-to-mouth on Neely because according to the officer in charge, he was clearly a drug user, he was extremely dirty, and the chances of officers getting something like hepatitis was too high. To protect his officers, the sergeant made the decision to wait until paramedics arrived. If he did wake up, he would have been vomiting. I didn't want my officers to do that. He was filthy. He looked like a homeless individual. You have to protect your officer. I wouldn't want my officer to get sick if the person throws up, the sergeant said. So again, Neely was not pronounced dead until he arrived at the hospital more than an hour after the initial incident with Penny. So we don't pronounce him dead until he gets to the hospital an hour later, and somehow this whole snafu is on Daniel Penny. For no reason, in my opinion. Other than the fact that he's the last person we can blame before government officials and city workers and things come into contact. Coconut milk. What about it? Coconut milk is awesome. If he dies, he dies. Well, he died. Daniel Perry is Luke Perry's brother. If so, he needs to apologize for his nephew, Jack Perry. He is shit at wrestling. Saint Caesar, I'm going to go with a solid no on all of that. And once again, I feel like you got to get outside more. If you're like, because that's your end-all, be-all token. Like, wow. He was choking on Colt 45. No, he wasn't. And so, the prosecution is being very, very emotional about it. I don't want to even read what they're saying. But yeah, that is disgusting. Ugh. That is disgusting. So let's go ahead and close that. Again, Daniel Penny should not be guilty of anything, in my opinion, after that body cam footage especially. Chevy JB, I'm still so broken up about Peanut. Honestly, not talking about it is how I'm getting through it. You know, I am surviving by not thinking about the fact that today is the first of many days in a world without Peanut. And I know, like, it can seem hard. I know I feel a little squirrely today. Just like nothing makes sense, you know, like someone's chasing me up a tree. I just Pool Scam Sam, penny for your thoughts. Well, I hope we have a penny. That's not how the game works. What game? There's a game? I'm not playing a game. I am in no mood to play games. I am tired. I am someone who was dry heaving this morning. Like I had a rough go of it. You know what I mean? Just don't want to play the game. So we have this next story. This is one of those things where this next story is one of those things where I feel like doing this is just a loss. Like you're taking an L. Like you're fucking lining up and getting your balls field golded or field I don't know, football thing. Kick, hooray, ha, points. Damn it, Johnny, you know better. Do I? I don't. I like the claymation penny cartoons on Pee-wee's Playhouse. Thank you for that random admission, 09 Canyon. I have no idea what those are off the top of my head. But back to this. So, like, I was telling someone else about this the other day, and this has happened on both sides. We can argue about who's more egregious. I'm not really interested. But the simple fact is, both sides, left and right, have been misquoting and misrepresenting what the other has said and reacting to it as if what they said that they're misquoting was gospel. The quick reference I'll give you is Tim Walz and the whole Electoral College thing, and then this one that we're going to talk about, Donald Trump and his comments on Liz Cheney. They really, really flipped out about this, wanting him to be arrested and brought up on charges for Liz Cheney being put in front of a firing squad, when all he said is he wants her to have to participate in the wars that she wants to just blanket authorize, which is something, again, I'm actually all right with. Johnny runs 3 miles the third Wednesday of every month. No, Johnny doesn't run. So now I'm allowed to speak or listen. I don't know. I don't know how the game works. SH. I don't know what the game is. What's the game? All right, so let's get over to this. Arizona's AG said she will investigate Donald Trump for his commitment or for his comment that Liz Cheney should serve in the wars she wants to fund. Let's go to this and again. I don't know if anyone else has had family members in the military. But if you've ever worried about a family member of yours that serves in the military, especially if you've worried about said family member multiple times, you kind of for me, you kind of get to the place where you're like, yeah, I wish these people that authorize these wars did have to serve in them. to some extent.
Nick, the political anchor and reporter from our NBC affiliate in Phoenix, KPNX, joins us. Talk about this breaking news regarding Donald Trump's comments that he made about Liz Cheney in Arizona last night. The Attorney General is responding.
That's right. I just spoke to Attorney General Chris Mays about 2 hours ago for the taping of my Sunday show. She told me she just gotten off the phone with her criminal division chief, and she was investigating whether what Donald Trump said about Liz Cheney constituted a death threat under Arizona law. I'll tell you, under Arizona law, it is illegal to make threats or intimidate someone. Can be charged as a Class 1 misdemeanor, Class 6 felony. Chris Mays told me they're looking into it. I asked her whether this was just political speech, free speech. She said we're checking to see if it crossed that line. But she also put it in the larger perspective. If you're here right now, you begin to understand how this place is ready for a high security event on Tuesday, an election. Our sheriff's office is talking about a no tolerance policy for protests. Chris Mays is activating all her agents. Every law enforcement agency in the state is involved with protecting the vote, protecting voters. So that's Chris Mays brought that into the conversation, that for Donald Trump to make these kinds of remarks at this time, such a really fraught and tense moment here in Maricopa County, is just bad.
What the fuck are you smoking? Honestly, puff, puff, pass, dude, because this shit ain't hitting like that. Damn. So again, the guy that said, hey, how about, and it gets me, fucking grinds my gears. Roots Calhoun with $4.99, found one with 220 on it, almost gave it to you. That would have been awesome. I'm going to hit this saying thanks for that. All right. Thank you for that support. Are you effing kidding me? Again, Donald Trump, who said he wants the war hawks. Dude, I don't care if you like Donald Trump or not. If you can't understand how the Cheney family have been cheerleaders of war for their own fucking financial benefit since 9/11, if you can't understand that, then I'm sorry, but you haven't been paying attention. That's on you, not me. I can't help you with that. That's not a Republican thing. That's not a Democrat thing. That's a Cheneys have fucking money and stock in fucking Halliburton, who's one of the contractors that we sold no bid contracts to in Iraq, and they just made a shitload of money. And Halliburton has been one of the military industrial complexes people making money for a while. And so I'm sorry, that's not a threat to her life, saying how about we have her have to fight in some of these wars that she wants to send other people's children to. Good God, man. Oh, man. Magic 8 Ball. Yeah, almost as illegal as letting immigrants vote. Oh, fuck. All right, so let's Halliburton, Ernie. Okay. J-Bro. Whoa. Huh. Good God. Yo. What is it good for? Paying rich old white men. I say. Whoa. But yes, again, so the AG tell me again how Donald Trump is going to go after his political opponents when he simply asks the people volunteering, your sons, daughters, brothers, sisters, wives, mothers, whatever, for war, for the people in the military. Huh, good God, y'all. What is it good for? There, we did it. Okay, moving on. So again, he said, how about she serves in them? That's a death threat. Oh my God, really? And saying that Donald Trump is a threat to democracy, that's not a death threat, even though people have actually tried to actively end his life because of the threat that they say he is, that you say he is. What? Right. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a known drunk and a liar. Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about? It's incredibly vague. It could be anybody. It could be anybody. German stocks are going up too. What? I have no idea what we're talking about. This is only a public chat. What the fuck? Dry snitching is still snitching. Did you vote yet, Johnny? Nope, didn't vote yet. Haven't felt up to going out, really. Barely felt up to doing a show. And as is, we have like a half hour or so left in that show. I've got like 3 stories / video clip things to go over and entertain y'all with. And once I run out of that, like, I don't know, I think I'm probably going to have to hang it up. We'll carry on as long as we can, but at some point, we're going to go down. All right, so Boeing's been having a really rough go of it the last couple of days, weeks, months, years. Yeah, you know, whatever. And so they got a new CEO in charge, and that new CEO is reportedly dismantling the company's DEI department. I know. In a move that'll probably shock many, and honestly makes no sense to me why anyone would do such a thing. SH, I voted by carrier pigeon. I'm going to send a raven. Boeing has dismantled its global DEI department, making it the latest high-profile corporation to make changes to its DEI policy. Boeing Company has dismantled its global DEI department as its new top leader oversees a broader revamp of the company's workforce. The team achieved so much, sometimes imperfectly, never easily, and dreamed of doing so much more still. Bowen, former DEI VP, wrote in a farewell post on LinkedIn. So this is after Microsoft and Harley-Davidson, Lowe's, Coors, all of them dropping their DEI policies. Oh, no. Boeing's new chief executive, Kelly Ortberg, is streamlining the plane maker's operations and trimming its executive ranks as part of a broader 10% reduction in headcount. The shift also comes as large U.S. companies face increasing pressure from conservative activists to dismantle or downplay their efforts on diversity, equity, inclusion. Right, it's conservative activists, and it has nothing to do with the fact that DEI is bullshit and it has no fucking success rates. It has nothing to do with the fact that when you hire people based solely on whether or not they are different from everyone else there in terms of their fucking skin color or their gender identity, and nothing to do with their overall work ethic or work output or ability to do the job. It turns out we don't grade on those curves and they suck at their job. What? How? Y'all lacking. I voted via ESP. See, I don't need to vote. I'm pretty sure the Democrats voted for me and my dead grandmother and my grandfather. Digger, good. Maybe in 20 years or so, I'll trust their planes. St. Caesar, DEI is bullshit. That is how we got Kamala Harris. What are you talking about, John? What do you mean we? The St. Caesar, no offense. Aren't you in England? That's how we got Kamala Harris. We. Unless she becomes president, you ain't got a stake in this race. All right. Anti-activist Robbie Starbuck, who claims credit for convincing Toyota Motor Corporation and Harley-Davidson Incorporated to scale back DEI, said he reached out to Ortberg and board chair Steve Mollenkampf by email earlier this month to alert them he was considering an online campaign against their diversity programs. The company added that it prohibits discriminatory hiring policies and practices, and that it maintains a merit-based performance system that procedures aimed at encouraging inequality of opportunity, not outcomes. Oh boy. Just say it the simple way. Turns out when we hire based on DEI, performance suffers because the people hired weren't based on performance. Jesus Christ, Jake in the Hudson. Wipe that off the screen. I voted by squirrel. Oh, wait. Shit. Yep, Dave Lee, your vote probably didn't count it. Was the squirrel's name Peanut? Did he show up in a cowboy hat to pick up your vote? You're fucked. You are fucked, sir. All right. We have 2 stories left to go. We're gonna go through these and then we'll be running up against it. Let's check in with the chats quick. Make sure we haven't missed anything there. It affects the world, not just the USA, sir. Right, if she becomes president. But like again, you're making it sound like this is how we got her. Like we got her. Right now, it's just America's got her. Like America's got a problem. I didn't think words were dangerous. I just don't like having certain words up on the screen and statements, and I didn't recognize that was a quote, so I'm sorry. It's not that I think words are dangerous. It's that I think I do a show online and TOS is a thing, and if I piss off the wrong people, I don't make any money, and that would make this a tricky bitch to operate, you know? A bit of a sticky wicket. In order to keep this bitch going, it's not a lot, but we got to make just a scotch of cash, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I got to find more things to do with my time because I've got an expensive life that needs a certain level of funding in order to keep going. And by expensive life, I mean a daughter to take care of and equipment and stuff. So I didn't think you disrespected anything. Again, I wiped the chat for my own stuff. If I was concerned about something, I'd tell you like, hey, we're gonna you whatever. Don't worry about it. Speaking of Britain, since we were talking about that stuff a minute ago, the UK has a council that says white kids should get extra cash and avoid jail time in Monopoly to learn about racial privilege. I don't know if we talked about this before. I'm worried we might have. If we haven't, I think this is hilarious. For just $65 a day, you can feed Johnny-krutches. St. Caesar, it's less about feeding me and more about feeding, more about feeding my cats and keeping the lights on and, like the cell phone and the vehicle that I've become accustomed to, like those kinds of things. We have to start really culling back the life if we don't have that money, and we can't afford to do that. So we have to find a way to make that money. That's all it is. And so if we're not making that money, we find a new way. Yes, you covered the Monopoly story. Fuck, I knew I did it. Damn it. I thought I didn't because of the way it was saved, but I knew I covered the Monopoly story. God damn it, because it's just too good. It's too good to talk about the fact that, I'm sorry, we're going to say that white people deserve more money and more privilege. Like, that's just hilarious. Let's see if we have any good what the fuck? All right, we might have one from 5 hours ago. We might have a new country song. And the picture for this is scary as hell. So we're gonna go with that, and then we'll see if we have anything else in the video world to load up here. And then we'll go with Okay, 21 hours ago, 7 minutes. I don't really want to do that. That's election-y stuff. and I'd rather not cover that. Let's see if we have anything else worth loading up here. Cybertruck problems? That seems like a stupid thing. All right, I'm just... Oh my God, Jimmy Kimmel. No. I just looked at a thing and I saw Jimmy Kimmel did a bit called Totally Normal JD Vance Buys Donuts. I guess we don't want to talk about the Tim Walls and the donuts thing. Again, everybody with the donuts, no. No on the donuts. Jesus Christ, that looks scary as shit. I don't want to look at that. Okay, I don't think we have anything else left to put up there. We'll just go with those. AJ Soprano. What's AJ Soprano? I live next door to a very famous tart-tongued dwarf. Was on popular HBO series. I won't tell you what sign he's endorsing in his yard. I don't know what we're talking about. Fake whale, shark, and aquarium is Chinese. Yeah, we already got that. So, all right, I think we've got everything. That's just kind of okay. All right. So you know what? I'm not going down those internet rabbit holes. We're closing those. We've got 2 clips left to play. We're gonna go to this one first. Just something goofy. I don't know how long we're gonna play this. This is 7 minutes, and I don't know that this is worth the entire 7 minutes. But you know, a lot of people talk about redemption stories, and I feel like this is one that got through the cracks. We give you the I was a teenage Foot Clan ninja.
Shredder came out the gate with the crazy. He was like, we gotta hunt down these monster turtles. I'm like, did this motherfucker just say turtles?
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Thank you very much for subscribing for Tier 1 month. Mediocre personality saying cowbell it up. Indeed, for mediocre personality, cowbell coming in. Hey-o. Digger says, dude looks like a young, funny Trudeau. I don't know about a young, funny Trudeau. I had the actor's name in my head a little while ago, but now I lost it. Either way, I saw this and I immediately went, all right, I got to this title part screen that we're paused on, and I went, yeah, I'm doing this on the show. I want it, like, this is just funny. I love the movie that they're talking about, the original Ninja Turtles movie. I have no lower legs, so I can't actually do this. I put my leg up like this, and I immediately twist over. That's shitty. All right, but let's go with this. This is, again, something I thought was funny, so we'll see how long it goes. It says it's a 7-minute thing. I don't know if I can... We'll see if they can hold me for that long. Let's go. Let's go and see what you want. A Foot Clan ninja. All right, let's see you as a ninja. Oh.
My name is Danny Pennington. I am 48 years old. And between 1988 and 1995, I was a ninja in the Foot Clan. Yeah, see, that's me. It's Christopher. It's my best friend since Little League. It's Mikey and Brian, twins from the Bronx. Eddie, Bridge and Tunnel kid from Bayonne, New Jersey. We used to bust his chops about that. And Tatsu, biggest party animal you'll ever meet. Well, like every great story, this one starts in New York City. I was just a young pickpocket on the streets.
Okay, so this is based off of... Yeah, no, I'm having trouble with it now. Because now you can't... No. You can't, because that Danny changes sides like a fucking pussy. So I was like, all right, this guy was in... John Doe. Gay. Yeah, I feel like we kind of... I had about as much fun with it as I think we could. I guess if I'd stuck in for a couple seconds longer, I'd realize we didn't really want to bring this as far as we did. Oh, no. Oh. Chevy JB, wish I had a donut. The fuck do you... the donut thing, because no, I don't think I want a donut. Eating is just not something I'm very well suited for right now, apparently. I am not feeling the best. But hopefully I'll feel better by tomorrow. I've been getting better all day after we had our little dry heave spell this morning. It's just been, recovering from that. Slow going. But we'll figure it out. We have one other thing for the left, and then we're out of stuff. So, oh well. Let's go to this. I've been following these songs because I find them interesting. More often than not, though, I find the pictures that they get put here interesting. AI has been getting better and better, but this is creepy. So, according to a certain law. Okay. I don't know that law. Were they talking about his dick? All right. Let's go ahead and see. This is creepy as shit, and this is an AI country song called Loose Old Lady. All right, so this is Loose Old Lady, and I'm guessing she's supposed to be the loose old lady. But does loose have to mean look like a skeleton? Because, again, creepy. Why is the color moving? That's not helping anyone.
She's my best friend's ex-man's cousin's mother, and I met her at the wedding, rubbing off her brother. It was surely something special when that country summer turned into a perfect romance with my lady lover. She got a tattoo on her back, right above her booty cracking. Baby, I ain't gonna ask why she lives in a shack. She got a couple little gaps in her teeth from smoking crack, and it don't bother me a bit because she got a big rack. She's a loose old lady, husband's in the Navy. No, I ain't so crazy to let her have my baby.
I mean, come on, it's not bad, right? It's not bad. Loose old ladies are my go-to, says Roots Calhoun. Well, I don't know, man. I gotta know, man. How you feeling on the song? I gotta know how we're going. How do we feel on the song? Riding Dirty Llama seems like she's liking it. Muted. What? Oh, did I get muted? Really? Fuck off. Sheeny Graham says muted. What? I like my women's mileage. All right, let's go to this and see if we're muted over there. Oh, you saying I am. Sweet Jesus. Well, then make that clear. Because I don't want to get in trouble. Wait a minute, her great.
She's always in and out of jail. She knows the officers well. She ain't got a post of bail. I don't ask, don't tell. And when she whispers in my...
Okay, so just asking out of a question here. We have some interesting tattoos. I like that the color comes up on the shoulder with the rose. I'm a little partial to that for stupid reasons. My question is though, do you have any good pictures of the tattoos on your arms? No question. Just curious if you have them. Do you have a pineapple?
Here with her breath so stale it sends a shiver to my boots. Our love will never fail. She got a tattoo on her back right.
All right, so I think that's where we get the gist. She's got a nice waist.
She got a couple little gaps in her teeth from smoking crack, and it don't bother me a bit because she got a big crazy to let her have my baby. But I love that lady, I love her on the daily, and I love her gravy. Oh baby, can you blame me?
I'm just worried about what the gravy thing is. I'm just worried about the gravy thing. I'm worried about the gravy thing. Mr. Beat, these are Foot Clan posers. Right? Like, I thought the Danny thing was a reference to Danny Pennington. Like, I kept thinking, like, isn't that the name of the lead character? But didn't he betray the Foot Clan? Like, he wasn't in the Foot Clan, and then just, no, he's a pussy. Like a motherfucking pussy. Is that our ex-friend? That poor guy must have had a very dry spell previous to that lady, says Mr. Beat. Apparently. So I guess that's what I'm up in line for next. A loose old lady. The gravy line is from the dude before you. Oh, dude, you know I was sick, right? Like, I didn't need that. The mental image and everything that came with it. That's, I mean, that's like, if I could say in the most clearest words possible, probably gonna say in the lines of,
He's gotta puke! He's gotta puke!
All right, let's make sure. Mr. Q, thank you for... What the fucking... Mr. Q... I have no idea what that question is. Thank you for the $5. I can't make heads or tails of that. Maybe it's just where I'm at right now. And I'm sorry. Let's double check the Venmo and then we'll kind of wrap this up. I will be back tomorrow on Aaron's show tomorrow morning and back here after that for another awesome day with you guys. I accidentally hit that. All congealed in a hit. I just no. SH, you're not helping anybody. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna, because you guys are getting gross. Why? Thank you, Riding Dirty Llama, for the 20 bits. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for all the support, and I'm sorry to bail out a little early on you guys. I'm just really holding it together as best we can, but I'm gonna get out of here. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. It's been awesome. We'll catch you guys later. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Be safe. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. And again, Mr. Q, you need answers. You have problems, sir. No one should ask such questions, let alone demand answers. That's just I need answers. You need to see a doctor is what you need to see. Like, answers. And you need help. It's just, what are you doing?
Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck?
Fuck off.
Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking... How did you do fucking... Fuck! Fuck!
I'm a 50 terabyte self-evolving neural network double backflip off the high platform.
I did not have a missing monkey on my bingo card this morning.
I like what I'm doing right now. I enjoy collecting protection money, putting whores to work, loan sharking. I enjoy planting bombs in people's cars. These are a few of my favorite things.